Yeah. Hi friends, in this video we're going to be seeing about things that you want to learn and unlearn. And I know a few of you are, this topic is literally you're familiar with it, but to understand these things in a core level, you can save a lot of mental energy and you can learn way faster than you currently have. So the first thing that I want to be let you know is like learning is cool, learning new stuff is okay, but what if something what if something that you learned is actually a wrong thing and actually needs to be rewired and relearned? And sometimes the problem that we're going to be facing is like we learned these things and we kept that hole for longer enough, and the limiting belief that we're going to be having is going to be so much painful. So it's hard to believe new things, and it's hard to relearn things, and it's hard to implement the stuff that already been learning. So in this video specifically, I give you the action step that you actually needed to go ahead and learn better things and start learning new things. So this is all going to be unlearn to pick up a new skill faster. So if you ever felt stuck or old habits are holding you back, this video is exactly for you. But by the end of the video, you have a clear process to learn effectively and unlearn what's slowing down. Okay, let's get started. So the number one thing that we're going to be seeing about why learning alone is not enough. Most people think learning new skill is all about adding more knowledge, but here is the catch. Sometimes the biggest obstacle is what you already know, right? So our minds hold on old habits, outdated methods, or even limiting belief that can block new ideas. That's why learning is just as important as learning. So unlearning is more important. Whatever you learn, you must need to unlearn. Otherwise, it's going to be create you a new kind of challenges. For example, for B2B, running advertisement is not going to be work for me. So you must need to be challenge the belief. Like go ahead and start testing out for once. So if it's not working, it's completely fine. But what if it works? That is the limiting belief you have. You have someone's told that you B2B, it leads generation, it doesn't work. But you believed it and you learned it and you never implemented it, then you can see the consequences in your business and in your life, right? So you must need to unlearn this stuff and go ahead and implement new stuff. Challenging yourself alone is going to be make you a way better you person. So why is unlearning? Okay, unlearning doesn't mean forgetting everything that you have. It means questioning old patterns and replacing them with new better ones. For example, let's say you are learning digital arts. Okay, if you are used to drawing only on papers, sticking to those habits might slow you down on a table, like a yes, right, tablet. To unlearn, you have unconsciously let go of paper-based techniques that don't work digitally and embrace new tools like layers and brushes, right? So the digitalized art is like growing like anything. If you are not adapting to those things, and if you think the best art only come in the pen and paper, and you're not experimenting and switching to a tablet, and the limiting belief that holds you is going to be cost you a lot of work, right? So you must need to be open to ideas that's going to be coming your way, right? So the three-step process to learn and unlearn faster. Number one is like awareness, right? The stage one you must need to be know is like awareness. The first step is identifying what you need to unlearn. Okay, ask yourself what's holding me back. Okay, maybe it's a mindset or it's a habit or even fear, right? Most of the humans, like we are all humans, we have faced this kind of three problems. Either it's going to be a mindset, or it's going to be a habit, or it's going to be a fear, what it is. Okay, write it down so you are clear about what needs to change, what needs to be changed, right? So get into the awareness place. Let's go to the step 2, like, or else I can say pillar 2, something like that. Step 2, replacement. Okay, next, replace the old with the new. Okay, let's stick to the digital art example. Instead of fighting with old paper habits, learn the shortcuts tools that makes digital drawing easier. Like find tutorials, tips, even mentors who have already mastered the skills. Okay, like first get awareness, second thing replace with something, like learn about how I can replace that thing. Okay, that is a step 2, replacing. Step 3 is like all about practice. Finally, practice the new skills consistently. It's normal to slip back into old habits, but with the repetition, your brain rewires itself. Remember, the key is patience and persistence. Okay, by practicing it multiple times in your brain, subconsciously the pattern start creating. Once the pattern is being created, then you can be have way better head, right? Your brain started picking it up and it's going to be more easier. And you want to have two commitments. One is like patience. You must have to be patient to acknowledge that it will take time, but I'm committed. And the number two thing is consistency. It's all persistence. You must need to do it regular basics to make sure that you're practicing it will take. For thus, take 14 days or 21 days challenge for it, for consistency measurements. So if you consistent enough, then you will be learning stuff and replacing this thing. So the number 4 is like all about like examples of like unlearning in action. I will give you better examples so that you will be understanding it better. So driving, okay, if you learn on a manual car, switching to an automatic requires unlearning clutch uses, right? This is the best example, right? So in basically like when we are doing manual stuff before Tesla and everything, you need to learn on manual cars. Like so, like they will have like really hard time using the gears, like big versus big trucks. You're going to be have a hard time in these things. You need to learn on a manual car. Switching to automatic requires unlearning clutch uses. This is a literally unlearning thing. So public speaking, if I want to give you an example, if you were taught to memorize scripts word for word, you might need to unlearn that and focus on speaking naturally. That's the best thing. So good old public speaker usually needs to talk about like they take 2 to 3 days and prepare the whole sheet script, and they vomit the script. You don't need to be doing like you must to be rewire your brain and train your brains to make more yourself a more natural speaker. So that way you can be a better and effective public speaker. So this is again one more example for unlearning older things and learning newer things. And the last example that I want to give you is like fitness. So if you believe cardio is the only way to get fit, you might need to unlearn that to embrace strength training. So yeah, so all the fitness trainers are preaching in the internet like cardio is the best thing in the world to make sure that you stay fit, but you must need to unlearn that like strength training is going to be give you that results faster with more efficiency. So these are all the things like we are now here, we want to go here. So we want to challenge both of this. I'm not saying this is the wrong, you must need to challenge this and prove this is the wrong, and you must need to find what is the right thing. So once you find that, then replacing the skill is going to make more sense, right? So don't stuck here, move to this like hell island to heaven island, like your current state and decides move from this to this. Otherwise we're going to be stay stuck and going to be facing a lot of problems. So here is the tips to speed up the process. Stay curious, always ask questions, always ask why you do something a certain way. So let's pretend like you're a business owner. People are saying like you want to do email marketing, then continuously ask this question like why I want to do email marketing. So who all is doing email marketing? By doing email marketing, how much sales I can improve? So what type of tools it's actually needed? What is the spend I want to be make sure I'm spending? So you must need to be keep asking continuous question until you find that grounded and understood. So if you think you are the guy you only using WhatsApp marketing only, then you can go ahead and learn about like what's like email marketing, that if is going to be improve your ROAS and ROI for the business. So there's going to be an important thing. Always keep asking question and curious. Be open to feedback from other people. If you are going to be asking these questions for others might spot like habits you don't see. So the number 2 will be an experiment. Try new methods and see what works best for you. So as I always say that like my clients always comes like, Mohan, like I have this problem, like what to do this. And when I'm in a consultation call with the clients, then they would like, what is the best thing that you can do? Like what is the best funnel? What is the best headline? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You always must need to be experiment with it. So basically you must need to A/B test, like either this and this, what works the best. Find a way to measure the results. So by only doing experiments you can find out the winners. Otherwise you don't know what's working and what's not working. So and that you have it. Learning is not just about gaining new knowledge, it's all about letting go of what no longer serves you. By unlearning, like you may room for growth and speed up your journey to mastering new skills. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's learning something new, and don't forget to subscribe to this content so help in this algorithm. I'm going to be posting more new content like this, so go ahead and hit subscribe, join the community, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.